What's up, everyone? Stumbles here, and we are back with Global Rescue and our tiny little crappy department. Let's be honest, it's nothing to rave about. But we're here, Global Rescue, in our town of Memphis, Tennessee. I do have the game currently paused. I did want to tell you, I figured out what this is. This is Melrose High School. It is surrounded by a little park, and I don't recall what that was, but it is Melrose High School. So there's a good chance that we'll get things popping off there. I did want to talk to you guys real quick before we get into much more of like editing the base and things like that. We have research. So we have currently 50 research points. There's a couple of ways that you can go about, using these. You can start improving kind of some of the statistics around here, better beds and things like that. You can unlock speed control, which gives you money for fines, alcohol control, which is actually better fines. So in case you're wondering, this one will make you more money. It may not always make money as consistently. In my experience, this one is the one. Like it brings in pretty good chunk of money. However, you need to have officers available to do it. The other thing that I want to point out is this: your success bonus will double in the next evaluation. This research can be carried out as often as you like if you want to convert excess research points into money. We don't have excess research points right now, but we do need more money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock that. So when we get our next evaluation, we get a large chunk of money. It doubles it, which is huge. So if you're struggling with money, use this. We're going to use it, and we have 25 more points available. The automatic refilling, it just means that at 20%, when it's at 20%, they're going to automatically go and fill up the car without you telling them to do it. But I think what I want to use, we don't have enough to do that now. What I would like to do is probably use, I don't know, because we're kind of in a financial bind. I kind of want to save the 25 in case our next evaluation, we need those points. So what we're going to do is we're going to just leave it as is. We're going to kind of hold on to those. We're going to go into build mode. So our objective today is we want to get into fire and potentially EMS or ambulance. So I disabled my custom mod for additional tasks because it was a bit ridiculous. We're going to send these folks here to film recordings. These still pay out, right? We'll get 25 experience points and $2,400 for that. We're going to have a bunch of our vehicles refuel when they get back to base. So let's find one that really needs it. They're going to the prison right now. And we are going to send Reed and Burton to refuel their car on their way back. And we're going to go actually in here. We're going to build things up a little bit because we do have some money. We don't want to just blow through the money. However, I absolutely cannot stand the design of our current facilities. So we're going to take our office and we're going to extend it out a little bit. And I'm doing this a little bit wrong there. There we go. We're going to make our kitchen bigger. And actually what we're going to do is, I don't quite know. I kind of want to do a corridor. Yeah, I'm thinking a corridor to get to these rooms, but I want them to be bigger. So we need to go with our kitchen, and we're going to make our kitchen bigger. It's going to be the same size, and we'll move that stuff around. Our bathroom, we're also going to make bigger. We could give people privacy when they go to the bathroom. We're not going to do that right now. Right now, I think the bedroom is fine. I do want to resize it though, just because I don't like how big it is. So we're going to resize our bedroom, and boom, that's a very large bedroom. We shouldn't need a bigger bedroom than that for a while. So we have that. It's pretty basic. I want to adjust our toilet here. So we're going to move our toilet to be right here. We're going to take our showers and we're going to put them along this wall. I don't know what we're getting credit for, but yeah. Let's take our bathroom stuff here. We're going to get a couple more showers, right? Because we want people to be completely taken care of. And we're going to get a couple more toilets. We're just going to stare at each other while they're going to the bathroom. Yeah, I like that. We're going to go with that. It's something. We're going to move our refrigerator here. So we're going to take this, place it against this wall, and we'll add some more seating in here for them. I also think we should probably get a bed, add some more beds. This is very dorm style. Like we're not doing aesthetics right now for the bedroom. Now I want to take a look at our vehicles. So currently we have 4 of 5 possible for police. I don't think we have unlocked the fire department yet. Fire department is not unlocked yet. We still have to work towards that. I feel much better about the amount of like facilities that we have. We're going to build here real quick as well. We're going to take this. We're going to move this against the wall. We're going to move that against the wall. And we're also going to kind of just go like this, I suppose. And we'll do another desk. And we're going to hire another person for the control center for our dispatch. And we're going to hire Garrett Rogers. He's going to be here taking things on. All right. We have quite a few police officers now. I think we are in a good spot to kind of just get things rolling. So let's see if we can make some money and start progressing. We've got the film recordings, so we'll take care of that. And look at this. I did not intentionally time this, but we have an evaluation due and we selected that. And that was crap. We only got $33,000. That's so terrible. And we had an 87% rating. Well, so on that note, I'm glad we didn't use our points because I'm going to do that again because we need the money, right? When the time comes, we're going to need that money. And it's going to be instrumental in us being able to really grow our base. Again, the number of vehicles that you have, the better. You can really, really get after it. So we got more vehicles to repair, refuel. So let's send these guys to... Oh, they got to go to prison still. All right, we got a drone situation happening. All right, so we can actually have them respond to it. Drone. Let's slow time down a little bit here. And we've got a dispute happening, which is over here, close by. All right, good deal. We're going to respond to that with Hoffman and Knight. So Hoffman and Knight are on the way to that dispute. Perfect. We're already out just cruising. We're moving right along. We're going to respond. We're going to send out the bicycle coding with one of our teams there. I don't remember who it was we sent. We sent Reed and Burton to that. So we'll get that taken care of. Our drone is ready to handle. So get that resolved. Boom. That's taken care of. I think they have a... No, they don't have a prisoner. Okay, I was going to say, dang. We got to deal with that. All right. Have everyone en route to their place. Reed and Burton taking their sweet time, getting to the bicycle coding thing. All right. Things are cruising right along. I think we're making money. It's hard to say. Hoffman and Knight are at the drone. Let's check the situation. We're going to have these guys refuel their car. So we're good there. All right. Trucking right along. I had a would you rather for you guys. Would you rather have the perfect parking spot anywhere that you go, or the ability to teleport your car anywhere in the world 1 time per day? Let me know what you think in the comments. I don't know what I would prefer to do, but if you guys leave your comments, maybe I'll give you an answer in the next episode. It's something I just randomly thought of. Not really. Just random thoughts, right? So our calls are kind of slow at the moment. We have additional tasks. We need to complete 2 of those. We're going to fast forward things here a little bit and get things trucking along. I think that's one of the biggest gripes of the game is sometimes you get flooded with calls and sometimes they just never stop. So we're going to send a Hoffman and Knight to the groups of youths causing a disturbance. We're going to send a couple of people there because a group is never a good thing. We're going to have these guys refuel instead of go anywhere. We're going to send Holland and Coleman to that as well. One thing I've noticed is the blue seems to mean that you've sent the right amount of people. If it shows red after you've sent all the cards there, there's a good chance you are missing the proper amount of units. So just something to think about. I want to look at our finances and see how we're doing. Weekly balance, we're not losing as much. We still owe $222,000. So, you know, there's that in this whole scheme. We have 10 research points, which really can't do anything for us except for the reduced fuel consumption, which isn't a bad thing. We just don't have time for that right now. We got to get this going. All right, we're gonna fast forward here. All right, so Holland and Coleman have arrived. I'm gonna have them question civilians first. See, you'll notice it says 0.5, but once Hoffman and Knight get there, that should improve to a full 1 time speed. Once we assign them to do the same thing, question civilians. You want to have both of these marked as the same thing. It'll go faster. Like units doing like tasks, I think is probably the easiest way to say that. We got a bicycle inspection at the school. Who's up for that? You guys kind of need a bit of a break. You might as well, but you're fine. You guys can go to that. We have a perpetrator. All right. Let's see, who can we send? I was gonna let you guys take a break, but you don't get to anymore. You gotta go to the smartphones, the stolen smartphone. All right, these guys are, I mean, it's taken them a while. It's still 1 time speed, but it's a group of youths causing a disturbance. Was this like a little street takeover or something going on down here? That's one thing I hope they add to the game, is like elements of the events actually happening. That would, I think, be a really cool addition to just the overall game, instead of like they show up and then they just vanish into thin air. You know, where's the fun in that? I want to see the action. I want to see things taking place, and different weather would be cool too. Like if it's winter, it's starting to snow. If it's tornado season, you know, we've got tornadoes popping off. We're gonna have them do the inspection at the school. You guys are doing okay. Great. All right, we're gonna need a car wash. I think we should actually do that. I don't really know what the car wash does, or like the effects of anything. You hover over it, doesn't really say anything. I think we'll put it on, I don't know. We can always move things around, and I think for now we're gonna put it over here, kind of out of the way, because yeah, I don't feel like it fits over here, and we're gonna have to really kind of revamp our whole base and everything like that anyways. So let's see who's on their way back that needs a car wash. You guys need a refuel. They're on their way to something. We got a pickpocketing incident. We're gonna send these guys. Boom. And these guys are already, wait, Holland and Coleman, why are they going there? Did I send them there? I don't remember sending them there. I want you guys to go to the bicycle. No, I don't want you to do that either. I want you go to base. I don't really know. I don't know why I was having you do any of that craziness. I don't remember selecting them to go all the way up there to help with the smartphone. That just seems unnecessary. The pickpocketing one should only need one officer, so we're gonna see what that takes. Yep, it should be good. At least one is what you want at all times. All right, we got someone that needs to go to prison. Cool. Transport to prison. Do it. All right, you guys need to respond to the burglary. Let's get going. Time to pop off. Everything's popping off right now. Everyone's flying around the city. Yeah. Everyone's flying. Here we go. These guys are taking someone to prison. Oop. We've got... They need to take someone to prison. They're on there. Arrest perpetrator. We're going to have them respond to the residential burglary. Everyone's busy at the moment. Like, we are just flooded with things going on. Harris and Phillips are taking a sweet time. We're gonna actually have these guys go help Harrison Phillips. I don't know that it'll matter by the time they get there. No, it won't. Just send them to prison. Not like they're going to prison, but you know what you get the gist of it. All right, everyone, get after it. Let's see what they need. These guys need to refuel, and these guys can wash their car. Over here, we've got question the witnesses. We've got, who is this? Yeah, this is Reed and Burton are heading to the residential burglary. Good deal. All right, let's speed things up. We got other things we need to unlock. All right, so additional tasks. We got parking offenses. I feel like our people need a little bit of a break. So what we got going on here? They're fine, so they can actually go to the parking offenses once they're done filling up. And then Holland and Coleman can transport to prison. And then Reed and Burton can deal with that. They need a break. Reed and Burton need a break. And the game will force you to make them take a break until they have enough, like, satisfaction, energy. I don't really know. One or the other, right? So that'll happen. So our finances are not looking any better. We did just spend money on a car wash, so there is that piece of this whole puzzle. We can see a search for clues. We can get another officer. I don't know that that's the right call at the moment because our current capacity is, let's see, vehicles. We have 4 of 5, so we could technically get another officer. Yeah, again, I don't know that we need to at the moment, but we'll just kind of let it ride and see what our next evaluation says. See if we can unlock the fire department. That's the big goal here we're going for on this one. All right, Reed and Burton, they got to go to the prison, drop that dude off, and we've got
a really good job. And I'd be delighted if you would also take over the management of the fire department in the city.
There it is.
If you're ready, you can unlock the fire department for free in the research menu right now.
All right, let's get on that. Let's open up our fire department. I already know we're gonna need, I feel like we should start with 2, and we're gonna hire some fire department employees. Well, we gotta unlock it first. Let's go to research, fire department, unlock. Now there's 3 trucks you can get, or yeah, 3 total trucks. You can increase your vehicle limit. You have your ladder truck, which is if you're like in a downtown metro that's got really high buildings. I've never used it yet. And then the water tender, it just puts out fires much faster. So, and it only holds 4 people. So there's that. And let's go ahead and, well, we have 32 points, or, research points. I'm going to unlock. I don't have enough to unlock that yet. I want to unlock one of these here shortly so we can get our guys going after that. But we could unlock one of these. Automatic refueling, which kind of takes away the headache of us having to deal with it, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's just kind of let that part ride. We need to hire some firefighters. It wants us to hire 4 firefighters. We're gonna hire just, you know, the good ones here. We're gonna start off with that. So we got our 4 firefighters hired. We need to buy a fire truck. That's kind of important. And we're gonna just go with this. Let's edit skins. Let's see what we got here. We've got Los Angeles, Orlando. These are ones that I've downloaded, I think. Miami, maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Yellow, blue. I don't know what the fire department truck looks like for Memphis. Let's find out. All right, so Memphis Fire Department is pretty straightforward. It is a red fire truck. It's actually more red, so we could go with the Los Angeles one. Now, can I rotate? Yeah, I can rotate. It doesn't say Los Angeles anyone on here, so we can go with that. We set it as default skin, right? So we don't have to pay for this, or we do have to pay for this one. Well, that's unfortunate. So we're gonna buy 1 for now, and that's gonna pop in there. Good deal. We've got let's see, Hoffman and Knight, get them taking care of that. So now we have our fire department. We're cooking with gas, hopefully not gonna burn ourselves down. That is awfully far away from our people. I should move that. We should move that. We're gonna move it. It is way too far away from where we need it to be, and we can worry about organizing this later, but right now to me it's important that they're close to where they're gonna need to be. All right, we are level 12. Yeah, and we have a new evaluation, so let's take a look at that evaluation. I feel like I had much better numbers when I played around with this myself the first time, and $34,000, pretty crap. So I mean, it puts us in a position to be able to pay back a good chunk of money, but I don't want to do that yet, so we're not going to. Now the bedroom, we will need to make this bigger. We're actually going to do that because the bedroom it's going to be a problem if they don't have anywhere to rest, and eventually we're going to have a lot of, you know, different people in here sleeping, trying to get their shut-eye. So we're just going to prep for that now while we have money. Oh, I didn't want to do that. We're just going to hit this little move here. Boom, moved. And we're probably going to need to extend out our bathroom here. So I think at this point we're going to say we want a corridor. That's not corridor. We're going to go a 2 wide corridor, at least for now. We're going to go like that. And we're going to say that's just 1 bathroom. But on this side, what we will have is additional offices, which we'll be able to kind of develop as we go. So there'll be a door right here, and we'll say a door right there. I think that's fine. And then we can put let's take this door. We're gonna move this door. We're gonna put it right here. Move this one. Place that one right there. Can you there we go. That's kind of what I wanted to do. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna place the door right there. So we've got that, and then we can make a bigger bathroom over here. And what we may end up doing is just converting this into a kitchen. So let's go bathroom. We're gonna make a bigger bathroom over here. Boom, like that, with, you know, except for we want to complete it like so. And we're gonna just move all of this stuff in the bathroom over here, just like so. And boom, we got that there. Good. And then all of our toilets, and go against this wall here. Now again, we could give them privacy. It's an expensive endeavor. I don't know how well we can do that. Let's try this. Let's say I want to go. how do you make a wall? Or just do a wall here. So can you do a wall? Oh, how big can it be? That big? Door. I don't know if that'll work. We can try it. And we'll demolish this wall. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Nope. We're gonna select that, demolish that, and then we're gonna move our toilets. So we're gonna do a little experiment. I don't know if that small of a bathroom will work, but we're gonna try it. And then we could do privacy for the showers too, right? So what we're gonna do though is we are gonna extend our, we could convert this into a break room. No, we're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna just make our kitchen. If I could click on the right thing, kitchen. We're gonna make our kitchen bigger. Boom. So now we have a bigger kitchen. We're gonna move this random chair to be over here in the kind of, you know, admin area, if you will. I don't know if this is gonna work for him. We're gonna move it right there. Okay, and then this actually could be, we haven't unlocked the gym yet, but as of right now we don't really have a break room, and we could put like a foosball table in here. We need to actually make this a break room. So we don't need more dispatchers at the moment. I was thinking, you know, this could be the other dispatch office, but nah, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna put some seats in here, just like so. It's like a big couch. We'll put a dresser over here in bedroom. Why not? And then we'll put a foosball, a couple foosball tables in here. That doesn't really look like it's playable. We can, I feel like we should move that because it's odd. There we go. We can rotate that like that. Boom. Those are playable now. And we're also going to take TV, put that on the wall there. We'll give them a little bit of a plant in the corner. We have some aesthetics going, and then we have an experiment going with that bathroom right there. Cool. All right, let's get back to it because we've unlocked the fire department. Our next goal, unlock the ambulance. I don't know how reasonable that's going to be, but it is on the to-do list. So a fire engine can hold up to 9 people. The advantage to that is they work much faster with 9 people, whereas without the 9 people, it's kind of like the standard speed, if you will. So defibrillators are able to be tested for functionality in school, which I feel like that is a fire department thing, but it feels probably more like a EMS thing. I guess they technically are EMS. I don't really know. But we're gonna fast forward to get things moving. We are approaching day 5, going into the night of day 4. I think we're moving along pretty well. We have $141,000. We still have a sizable amount of debt. We could start paying that off, which is probably not a terrible idea. So let's actually go into research. We have 43. I'm going to unlock that again. We're going to unlock the better beds. Yep, we're doing it. We're unlocking better beds because I think that's the right call. And of course, the fire department has to do the tree. Geez, that needs to be washed. I send a police to Triana Road because sometimes you have to do a police report for that. So FYI, in case you weren't aware. So we're gonna send them to that. Lights and sirens to a tree on the road. All right, so they're on the way. We got a dog locked in the car at the school. Why are they taking a dog to school in the first place? So dog locked in hot car. That's gonna need the fire department. And this folks is why I say we needed to buy another fire engine, and we're gonna do that while we have the money. We're gonna go to employees and we're gonna hire 4 more firemen. Now that we have our 4 more firemen, we're gonna have them go to the dog locked in a hot car, because more than likely they're gonna have to bust open the vehicle or break the window or do something instead of the police just being able to do it. I mean, if I was a cop, I'd just bust open the door, bust open the window. Where are all of our dispatchers? Yo, homie, you aren't even that tired. Get back to work. I guess you don't have to get back to work. We got someone getting on duty there. Go to the bathroom. You can use the toilet. We got a smoke detector popping off, and let's see. I feel like that's probably more important, but you know, we'll go with what we've got here. Let's see if the bathroom worked the way I wanted it to. Did they go to the bathroom like I told them to? Go to the bathroom, home slice. Oh, went to the open stall. Either that or he doesn't like privacy. I'm not entirely sure. Let's try to unlock the door and identify the owner. And we're gonna say cut down a tree and remove. Perfect. We are cruising now. So they're gonna cut down that tree, and as soon as they're done, we're gonna send them to this over here. So we're gonna rescue the dog from the car, and we're gonna send these guys to the neighborhood dispute, and we should probably send a couple cars to that. Maybe neighborhood dispute, you guys go as well. All right, this is doing something. We are really cooking now. I don't know that anyone can use the stalls the way they are. I probably need to make it a little bit longer. Oh, wait, it did work. Oh, we can definitely give people private bathrooms now. Just very tiny New York style apartment bathrooms. So you guys send to base. We got more calls coming in. You guys need to wash your vehicle. You need to respond to the smoke detector, and maybe we need to send you to the smoke detector as well, just in case. I don't know, there could be an issue there. And Hoffman and Knight, you got to get your car washed, so you're not going to do anything else just because, you know, priorities. We've got 2 officers en route, and they are nut to butt. Look at them go. What? Yo, what are you guys doing? Now that is a response. They're getting after it. Ay. All right then. So we've got a scooter without a license plate. Jeez. You know what? Go to the scooter without a license plate. It's right there. And then fire. Okay, good. We got everything going now. I don't know that we needed to send 2 to the neighborhood dispute, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna have them deal with that. De-escalate immediately. There we go. We got Hoffman and Knight that are at the, what is this? The scooter without a license, you know, priorities, right? We've got our priorities right. Maybe not. I don't really know. All right, so fire engine 1, we're gonna check the situation with the smoke detectors. That's going fine so far. Good deal. We're moving. Tell you what, we are moving. We've got multiple things happening here. Question the witnesses. We've got to extinguish the fire. All right, and sure enough, we have to do crowd control. Boom. That slows us down. We have 2 different tasks going there. So what we're going to do is we're going to send one of these guys. We're going to send to smoke detector, and then we're going to send to carry out bicycle recording. Perfect. And then you guys need to wash your car. Oh man, this is craziness. All right, let's have everyone just cruising along. I like it. This is good stuff.
The fire has been successfully
Fire's out.
but the emergency services on site suspect arson. After
Arson.
questioning suspects have to be arrested.
So these guys can go to base. This is all a police thing now. And then we can send these guys to the oil spill.
The crowd is now at a safe distance.
As you can see, the game gets very chaotic, very quick. And I think that's part of the fun of this, right? Is, you know, just dealing with the chaos of the whole thing. I guess both of them. All right, so those guys are taking care of that. They're heading back to base. These guys are going to carry out the bicycle coating. And then the fire engine is here to remove oil spill from the road. That's going at 2.6. Good deal. We're cruising right along. I think things are going pretty well for us. Let's take a look at our research. No more research for us that's helpful. We have a danger zone. Don't really know what that means. I don't. Yeah. Let's see. Let's transport to prison. You guys need to respond to danger zone. Who else can respond to danger zone? I feel like you guys should respond to danger zone. I don't know that I need to have you respond there, but it'll be fine. Hey, you guys are good. Let's have you refuel because you never know. And you guys can also go to carry out bicycle coating. There we go. We're moving. We got all sorts of things happening here in Memphis, but we're keeping the city safe. Memphis, under our watch, will be the safest city in America. I doubt it. We are not that good. So water basement, water in basement after a burst pipe. So we'll send our fire department that's out in the streets already to that. These guys don't really need to do anything else. You guys can go to the prison, not back to base with a prisoner. And we've got, let's see, Hoffman and Knight are here. The danger zone, whatever that really means, but they're going to handle their business there. And if we should get a perfect evaluation, we're awesome at our jobs. We're going to send these guys to this missing person that just popped up. Boom. And we're going to send these guys, arrange for a tow truck. Boom. Done. Consider it done. All right. Memphis is thriving under us. They are thriving. All right. Boom. There it is. Danger zone secured. Whatever that even means. I don't even know. It's secure though. We got a dispute in a parking lot. We are sending these guys. Also, you can go to the dispute in the parking lot. And no, you guys still go to the additional task. Go to the additional task. I changed my mind. Go to dispute in parking lot. They might not do it because they're super tired. I may not need all these people here, and that's fine. But it is what it is. We'll kind of just take it in strides. Way to go, fire department. Further damage was prevented. And I have you guys refuel as well. All right, we're doing pretty well. I think this is going very solid for us. Yeah, I mean, we don't need another car here. They're taking care of that pretty well, but it'll get them back closer to base faster. So there's that. All right, we have a full-blown fire happening. Look at that. All right, we need to get after it. So respond to the burning building. And then we've got these guys here, respond to burning building. We need a couple officers to go to that. So respond to the burning building. You guys resolve this dispute. All right, we've got a little bit happening here. And we got to get this taken care of. We've got both fire engines en route to this burning building. Looks like it's actually probably a nice building. Or is it a full-on? It's a full-on 5-alarm fire apartment complex on fire. The craziness of this. Yowzers. I've said yowzers a little too much today, so I'm gonna need to stop doing that. All right, so we got both of our fire engines en route to that. We've got police on the way. We're gonna send you guys to the burning building as well. Why not? The more the merrier. All right, so we got our fire department here. We're gonna boom, get them going. Why do I feel like things aren't moving?
Location, Haines Street.
Things were kind of just randomly frozen there. We got a suspected DUI. You guys are gonna go to that DUI, and you are also going to the DUI because I feel like with the DUI, you need multiple units to kind of encompass the area. So that's what we're going to use as our logic there to identify that particular issue. So we've got our fire blazing here. People are just out here looking at it. Look at this guy just taking a gander at the fire. Oh, there's a whole gaggle of people back here. What is going on? They're all just taking a look at this fire. Yikes. That's something. We got a whole slew of people looking at this. All right, well, that's happening. We got multiple big events happening. We got a big fire, we got a DUI taking place, and I keep hitting the darn space button now. So let's see. Boom, check roadworthiness. So I guess we didn't need 2 officers, but it's just going to speed it up and make it faster. We're going to do some crowd control with the officers that are on scene here. So we've got Hoffman and Knight and Harrison Phillips that are showing up there. So pretty good there. Hopefully we get ourselves our drunk driver at the school. That's a bit concerning. It is a high school, not a college. So I don't know. Whatever. We're going to go ahead and do a breathalyzer. Boom. Like it. And we're going to have these guys help with the crowd control. Does that change anything down here? Is the crowd still there? The crowd is still there. Look at them. They're all just kind of hanging out still. We saved lives today. We saved lives. That's something to take away from this whole shindig. We're going to send our fire department back out of here. I don't think they are needed anymore. At least I hope they're not. We have this presence patrol, which takes like 2 officers because it takes forever to accomplish. Yeah, so they were fine. All right, so what do you guys got going on? All right, you're gonna send to presence patrol and presence patrol. Apparently I already sent them to presence patrol. Presence patrol. Now we have 2 officers going to presence patrol. That, I think that requires 2, otherwise it takes forever. Yeah. On that note, we're gonna leave our city here for the moment, and we're gonna pick it up again next time. Again, we still got to get to the ambulance or EMS, and we still got to get to SWAT. So there's still more to come. If you guys like what you're seeing with the episodes, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.